Hello there once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. This time around, we're going to be checking out a level known as SATANDEN. There's not really a lot of information about this map. There's no documentation or anything like that included here, so needless to say, I'm really working with just the file, which is interesting because this is probably the first time in quite a bit of time that we've just had the file to work with and no documentation whatsoever. So yeah, it kind of stinks, but then again, it's nothing really that big or that new for us, is it? So anyway, let's load this thing up, see what exactly we got going on, and well, go from there. As far as I know, it sounds like it's supposed to be some single player based level, but I have absolutely no idea what this thing is about really at all. As usual, I haven't really loaded it up until we actually start playing. And so that way everything stays fresh and new and I can complain about everything right in front of you guys. SATANDEN. Okay, let's see what's in here. We got 22 enemies, a little level, texture issues. Look at that. 2 seconds into turning into the level, I've already found the texture-based issue. Well, that's great. Yeah, I think that's a fizzing issue, I want to say. It's just like weird clipping between these two floors or something, and now it's causing weird graphical issues. But yeah, look at this. This is brilliant. We haven't seen stuff like this since the days of like the Jeep. Oh god, it's a grunt! Were we back in Cube 2? Oh my god, I feel back in Cube 2, everybody. It's so silent, so empty, so bare bones with just 22 enemies. Yeah, it's like we've transported ourselves back to the early days of our Quake-based exploration. We haven't seen a level like this in a long time. But yeah, it's just a little simple level. Nothing really fancy here. It's just going to be a simple, straightforward level. Looks relatively linear. And yeah, we just kind of explore this little thing and go from there. As I said, I don't even know who made it. Oh look, a double-barreled shotgun under the stairs. I'm glad I looked under there. But yeah. You see, nothing really too fancy here. At least it has more textures than Q2 would have had. But these fizzing issues are really weird. Throughout the entire level, it looks like we're going to have weird visibility issues. Which is just great. Gotta love when you walk around and you have a bunch of massive visibility issues. I wonder if GL Quake will fix all this up and make it more visible. But as you can see firsthand, DOS Quake can't really handle this level well. This is one of the most demanding levels we've had the luxury of playing. 22 enemies, people. Okay, looks like there's an area up there with some armor. I want to get up there, obviously. I have no idea how to do that. And these visibility issues are really getting on my nerves, everybody. Look at all this. It's really annoying trying to move around when you have all these visibility issues constantly occurring. Okay, we got some bars. Looks like that's a dead end where we can't get through, but we can kill the Scrag. I wonder if this level's going to have an exit. I mean, this level looks so unpolished and basic that it might not have an exit, which would be probably the first level in a while without an exit. You know, it's weird. At one time, these type of levels used to be very common. And this is almost the type of thing you would expect. In fact, probably back in the early days of when I was doing Quake levels, this type of thing would kind of be somewhat decent. But yeah, after doing so many fancy levels in November, this level kind of feels anticlimactic. And yeah, this level was made in November alongside a bunch of those other levels, so definitely not as fully featured. As I said, this level might have made sense for like July of 1996. Even August of 1996 would have been fine, but November? Okay, so we got more Scrags to kill. So you see, really, this level doesn't really have much challenge to it either. It's really much like the early Quake levels all used to be, whereby you just have some simple rooms, and you basically walk into a room and kill the enemy that's standing in there. It's so weird after facing all these levels where we had a lot of challenge and lots of dangers and hazards and traps, that now suddenly we're just facing straightforward action here. Oh, look, a fish. That's weird. Normally you don't see fishes in these levels, so that's something at least. And it also tells me there's only going to be 21 enemies. Okay, so we found our way down here. Is this like a hidden area or something? I can't even see what I'm doing. But okay. If I go in here, hopefully this leads to the armor. Yes, it does. Okay. So that gives me the armor. And obviously the door is the way forward. So that's really all I was curious about. Wanted to make sure... Oh god, there's a dog! There's a dog, everybody! I think I was overly dramatic about a tiny dog, but... At this point, that's the most excitement we've had in this level. I said there's really not a lot to really do here. Except just walk around and look at the little stuff. Yeah, this isn't really the next Dracoff, is it? You know, Dracoff, the guard tower, all the other levels we've been facing lately. Hey, wait, here's a nail gun. We can use that to decimate some stuff. Looks like we got a long room with a bunch of... Oh god, looks like there's multiple ogres. Can you even reach me? No, you can't. Amazing, everybody. Look at fully featured level design. We have ogres, but they're unable to reach me. Well, this is the easiest fight ever. Remember all the dangerous ogre encounters we've been having lately in, like, museum? Yeah, we don't have that here. We just have ogres on the other side of a very easy-to-kill balcony. Well, I guess that's that. Also, it looks like we're diving in some slime based on the fact that there's a biosuit there. I mean, this level isn't bad in terms of what it's trying to do, at least. I can at least see some effort. Like, if it was a normal Q2 level, you wouldn't have, like, slime and water and, you know, things like that. So, it is definitely better than those days. But it's just a bit of an anticlimactic level after a lot of the fancy stuff we've been seeing. And as said, it's a relatively linear and relatively easy romp that makes it kind of simple. Definitely not the most challenging or investing of levels. So as you see, we need the silver key. At least that's actually a properly labeled silver door. You don't always see those in custom levels. So I'm assuming we need to go that way. It's kind of weird that we only have one biosuit. It looks like if we waste it, we're pretty much going to be stuck here eternally. That's horrible. I don't like this. Okay. Good luck! We dive into slime. There's nothing on that side. Let's start swimming this way. I just had to make sure there was nothing on the other side. Okay, so we have a long corridor, which seems to have absolutely nothing for us. We just need to swim. Swim and hope to make it. Don't get lost. Okay, looks like it just comes up here, and here we are. Alright. I mean, there is definitely some little attention to detail. It seems like some ammo boxes were turned around in different angles. So it's not always so straight, or... if this was like a lesser level, it'd have like enemies just facing walls all the time, and at least it feels like it's doing something. Here's the silver key. Amazing. Okay, so we got the silver key. Behind this door, we got a dog, obviously. Where's the dog? Well, this is a quiet room. Why do I feel there's something in the shadows, though? Oh, God. There's a fiend. I don't like this little corridor. It's so easy for him to, like, do something. There we are. Easy enough to wipe him out. As you see, I'm not really even taking much damage in this level, which kind of tells you the main problem with this level, which is really the lack of difficulty in general. Okay, it looks like this area is sunken inwards, so I showed this is the way forward. But in order to continue, you're going to need to shoot that button, which is somewhat misaligned, if you notice. It's, like, not really properly on there. Which, normally, in a bigger, detailed level, you might not care about. But when this level has so little going on to it to begin with, it doesn't even have a name, yeah, it kind of becomes a bigger thing. As said, there's no real documentation or really anything to this level, so it's really, really bare bones. Like I said, back in July or August, it's weird because this is the type of level you'd expect. If anything, you'd actually probably be happy with it because it has slime, it has water, it has a bunch of stuff. But yeah, at this point, this is kind of Lackluster. Yeah, it definitely shows the change of expectations. And why it's good that we did levels kind of chronologically. We've been trying to do as close to chronologically as we can. Of course, we can't do it exactly like that, because a lot of levels are missing in all over the place, logically, so finding what kind of goes where is kind of half the battle with this whole thing. But this level is a November level. It's not like I've gone back to like July or August and I'm trying to look at it with the lens of seeing all these November levels. No, this is a November level as well, so this is fully fair to criticize for the reasons that I'm criticizing it for. Okay, Death Knight. Kill the Death Knight. Shoot the Death Knight until he dies. There we are. And we have a bunch of nails because obviously I'm prepared for some Shambler. That's basically what I'm trying to do, is conserve my nail gun if I can. It looks like we're going to have to switch the nail gun in like a second though if we don't get more ammo. Oh look, more ammo. So much for the idea. You know, it could have been a dangerous situation, and we could have had like almost a total lack of ammo. But no, the author keeps giving us some more ammo. Okay, here's a button. Okay, please don't tell me this is like an exit button or something, because we still are missing a bunch of enemies. A barrier has opened. Okay. I guess the question is, where is this barrier? Now we have to wander around aimlessly until we find the barrier, people. This sounds exciting. What a great climatic thing. We need to find where the button went. Could I have a clue? I could really use... Oh, you know what? It's probably the bars. Yeah, okay. Now you can come down here. Into this really giant room. Why does it feel like it's supposed to be a deathmatch map or something with that type of room? If it would be, though, a deathmatch map, it's kind of linear, so I guess it's not that either. Yeah, it's just a really simple rump of a single-player level. I definitely need to see if this level can even be played in deathmatch. I wonder if they remember to put in deathmatch stuff. Okay, I'm hearing another Death Knight! Where is he? Where is he? I heard him. Surprised there's not two Death Knights in the whole symmetrical mentality of like levels like this. Oh, but there's an ogre over there. Okay. Easy peasy. Once again, we're having a bunch of graphical issues, which are always exciting. What an amazing level. Graphical issues abound, and, well... I see a 4. Thanks a lot for spoiling the surprise for me, game. You were failing to visit things properly, so I was able to see a Vor through the wall. But yeah, there's a Vor over there, so that is a thing. We're going to be having to kill a Vor at some point. Also, stupid question, but what exactly are we doing here? I assume we need to, like, go on that 4 and it lowers or something. We need that super nail gun, obviously. Also, we have these platforms in the middle of the slime river. Oh, I saw an enforcer or something over there, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like he's almost having one of every enemy. Is there going to be, like, a spawn or something? Oh, boy. Okay, for a minute I thought it wasn't going to open. Yeah, you just needed to hit it. Thank goodness I have some basic logic going on here. Let's see here. Now, where in God's name am I going? This area is, like, freaking massive, and I can't see a thing. This is horrible. Why are you doing this to me, game? Well, it wasn't horrible. It was somewhat decent. And now you're giving me a pitch black area to swim around in? Like, you could hide anything in here. I'm scared. You could hide, like, a million different rocket launchers, and I never see them. Yeah, why do this to me? Okay, it looks like maybe I'm supposed to swim over here. I'm gonna drown, ain't I? Yeah, I don't want to drown. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going in this mess. Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure that one out, people. Okay, looks like that's something. I don't know. What is this? Okay, we need to get back. I'm killing myself more with the water than where I was with any of the enemies, because this area is ridiculously large. Like I said, it would help if I had a rocket launcher, could like shoot at different walls and like see what I'm kind of doing. But I don't really have that. I do have a giant water area that's like, where am I going in this mess? I'm really lost. I'm hopelessly lost, people. Am I supposed to shoot that? No. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go straight here? I don't know. Oh, okay. It looks like we go up here. Simple enough. So hard to see, though. It really made a ridiculous hassle out of what should be a simple run. Quickly head up these stairs so we don't get bombarded. And one more ogre out of the way. Looks like we're going to begin a biosuit to go across that slime. But before we go, here's a grenade launcher, which means we have explosives. A lot of explosives and a lot of weaponry to kill everything. So as you see, here is a way that you could get like the 100 health and like then drop in a slime and see what happens there. Before we go down there, I heard a voa. I see ya. So first of all, we need to take care of this enforcer. He's easy enough to wipe out. Then we can focus on the voa. I would like explosives so I could just like shoot across, but I don't have that luxury. I knew there was a shambler. Just straight back and forth so he's not able to hit me. This should be simple enough. That way it takes care of him. Okay, so we still have the void to take care of. It looks like that's the only other enemy on this map. Oh, found the void. I found the void, everybody. Brilliant. I was going to try and figure out how it's going to gun him down. That's obviously the exit. We don't want to go down there. Of course, we don't really have much more to do except, you know, gather goodies now. Yeah, we have a bunch of goodies and I didn't even gather them because I was so busy just trying to kill stuff. Yeah, we've had an oversaturation of goodies to the point that I really didn't need all this other stuff. But now it's time to gather some stuff. I'm assuming this teleport is going to allow me to gather, the nail gun or something? I would hope. Yep, here's the super nail gun. At this point, I really didn't even need it. But, you know the annoying part? Now we have to go back in the water! Oh, God, I hate this part. This is probably the most annoying part of the level, is trying to swim in this water. I mean, really, I think you just want to, like, swim forward or something. Yeah, it's really an annoying matter of trying to just figure out where the hole is. It's just so pitch black and so big. Okay, so I can gather that 100 health from here. I'm not sure if I can get the quad damage from here, though. Like, I do that, then what? I mean, now I'm in the slime. How do I get out of the slime? That's probably a big problem. Uh-oh. Oh, here's like an elevator. How do you get on this platform? I don't know, but I need to get out of the slime now. Before I die horribly. Okay, so this is how you get out of the slime, as said. The main question is, how do you get the quad damage? I don't need the quad damage. I have no requirement to gather a quad damage, but there's a quad damage there. I wonder if it's something to do with that teleporter. Like, if you see, there's a teleporter over there. Like, you jump through the window and you get, like, a teleporter. This probably leads to a quad damage platform, maybe? Or it leads on top of the roof. Okay. Well, I can get to quad damage from here, I think. There's nothing else up here. Weird. Weird that this is even a thing. But at least it gets me to the quad damage that I've been wanting to get to. Only real way you can get to it. And then we need to endure the damage, I guess, going back. Because we only had one biosuit to work with. So, Banzai! Got the quad damage. Now we just need to go that way, down to the middle, and get to the elevator before we die horribly. There we are. Did we lose a lot of health, because we had the 100 health from the other one. Simple enough. And now all we do is just get to the exit. Of course, you do have to ask, if I'm able to get over there and get into the teleporter and get on top and get the quad damage, did I already kill everything? Because the Shamblers here, the Void's here. In order to get to that teleporter, you need to kill both. Unless you're madly dashing past everything, in which case it's pretty much suicide. Yeah, I really don't see the benefit of the quad damage at all. Yeah, unless this was like a deathmatch map, and this whole area was like a deathmatch arena, I could definitely see a deathmatch arena of this one room. The rest of the map, not so much, but this one room definitely could be a little deathmatch arena. But yeah, it doesn't really make much sense in single player. Anyway, that's the level. As said, we had one Bratfish, so... Wow. We didn't even have an intermission screen. That's interesting. I think almost every other level we've gone through, every other level that's had a level headset, has had an intermission screen. So, yeah, that's rather interesting to just have it abruptly change levels like that. But, that's a thing. That's exactly what happened, and that's the level. Yeah, really simple level, nothing really too fancy. It's kind of an alright level. At least it's, one, a single player level, two, it has an exit, which definitely is better than some other levels that exist out there. And it has some nice little bridges, some swimming parts, some different things. The main gripe is that big water area. It's really like a massive area for nothing. And even the exit's kind of like pointless. Like, why have that whole area of the quad damage if you're not really going to use it that heavily? It just feels kind of random to have some of this stuff. And yeah, the lack of an intermission screen is just a little minor detail that doesn't really matter too much, but I don't think there's any deathmatch stuff in this level. So that makes the quad damage whole area make a lot less sense. Why have that teleporter with the quad damage if you need to kill everything else to get there? But I digress. As said, we always have these weird things at the end of levels that have like no point whatsoever, but yet they threw them in there just because. Sometimes I can understand it, like last time around it made sense to kind of grab the quad damage because you could avoid the Shambler behind some pillars. Here I don't understand at all how you could like get past everything unless you would just mad dash in the corridor. I mean, you could always cordless like maybe an infighting situation and like dash down the corridor, I guess. That's what they were going for? Yeah, honestly, like I said, it's really a matter of you get a bunch of resources in this level. You're not really in any danger whatsoever throughout it, if you notice. So, yeah, it's not really the biggest of deals or the biggest of hazards. It's just a really simple, basic bare bones level that, compared to a lot of other levels at this time, really doesn't stand out. It really feels kind of lackluster, as said. And that's really probably the biggest offense. If this level was made back in July or August, I'd probably be praising it a lot more. This level probably is a lot more on par with something like The Crypt or something like that. But at this point, yeah, this feels kind of lackluster. This is definitely like one of those like mediocre lackluster levels to throw in the lackluster episode of the campaign that I'm doing. Because, yeah, this level is just not really that built up. It's not really that worthwhile of anything. So, with that in mind, thank you all for watching as usual. It has been an adventure, and I shall be seeing you all, well, next time.